Let me know when I can start.
Go.
Okay.
No. In the dark.
Video's
Girl, we are going.
Oh, we're good. Okay. Give me back in 10 seconds. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm extremely excited to present today. I've been looking forward to this my whole entire life. And that's so serious. And so my change project was I see, I seek, I speak. So I actually did this last year because Maya Angelou had died the year before. So we did our first annual Still I Rise Poems for Peace and Justice Festival, which was great, but I had just started teaching in January, which means I just produced it by June, so it was basically me doing everything. And the teachers were like, great job! And I was like, yeah, thanks. And they all came, and and they clapped, but everything was on me, just growing my hair out, growing my hair out, looking ragged, like, it was fun, it was amazing, but it was also like, whoa. So when I got ELC, this whole notion of collaboration, I really started to think about that intentionally. How can I purposefully, in a way that is conducive to the overall mission of my project, incorporate student voice as well as teacher voice and choice to make the program much more robust and reflective of the school environment and culture. Okay, I got serious. Yay! So I'm going to try to go through this quickly because, it's just data. And, I think the best data is the students themselves when you hear them, you can do little facial expressions. So I'll go through this quickly. My school is one of the lowest performing charter schools in the entire New York City. They have a lot of IEPs, and not just IEPs, but we have at least 2 12-to-1 classes. So they're not just IEPs, but very, 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 some of them are very, unfortunately, low functioning. Beautiful children, very, very excited to be alive, and I take that energy and I exploit it. So we have habits of heart and mind, compassion, craftsmanship, wonder, mindfulness, accountability, and perseverance. So in everything that we do, we weave these tenets into projects, into public speaking, into everything that we do. So clearly, I incorporated it into Still I Rise Poems for Peace and Justice. So facts and survey data. So over 14 students in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade performed in multiple disciplines. So the year before it was only it was poetry and performance art. Performance art. But this time it was performance art and dancing and graphic design. So it's multiple disciplines in multiple grades in a school that has after school and how many different classes, and I'm fighting for space and collaborating with teachers. So it was more robust. Topics included that the students chose themselves and researched themselves. So I see. So you see, you research, you see what's going on or wrong, quote, unquote, in the world. I see, well, what is your solution, right? So incorporating voice is one, your vulnerability, right? I see these things that are wrong in this world, right? And also your vision. Well, what is your new vision, right? So I see, I seek, and I speak. I'm going to speak out this new vision that I have for this world based on my level of understanding, which is fed by research, which is the facts, and also the feelings that I have around it. So that was the whole tenet of the whole thing. We got it. So, because I knew you were asking.
No question.
So, topics included domestic violence, police brutality, stop and frisk, racial profiling, and bullying. So the whole body of my work, my entire life, I'm an activist and an artist. So the whole notion of police brutality isn't something that's new. Right now, Eric Garner and Michael Brown, those are not the 2 pillars for the way law enforcement treats people of African descent in this country. So we really talked about Amadou Diallo, who Amadou Diallo actually performed in the show. Amadou Diallo's nephew is named Amadou Diallo, and he goes to our school. So he actually did a poem. I don't have it on video today, but I can send it in a YouTube video, please watch it. So, because Amadou Diallo really did speak. It was insane. Amadou Diallo got shot 41 times by the NYPD back in 1999. So this is an example of the calendar. Google Calendar rocks. So I had to learn how to release and give and trust to others in terms of my personal ecology, because I had a car accident and all kinds of other things going on in my life. So I was like, yo, who collaborating? Who wants to do calendar? Who wants to, what skills do you have that you can bring to the table? Because we share in this vision and this mission that the students need to have a voice. So what skills do you have that I can leverage as a collaborating teacher to make this happen? So we had a whole calendar, different rooms, different dates, different times. Then collaborative correspondence, so this is me CCing people, you know, sounding very positive and encouraging. They get back to me, so, pop, right, next steps. So, you know, just try to make sure it was very clear as to what can happen, you know, always looking forward, always an exclamation point, you know. So, then I also got an expert from Poets and Writers to also conduct workshops with the students for poetry, so that was totally, completely awesome. Collaborated with the Director of Family and Community Outreach in order to facilitate that, so that was also great. People listen, people care, they give it their all. Great, reflect my passion. So, you know, this is just some correspondence for accountability, you know, again, bolding, underlining, making it very clear, you need to come to the rehearsals, sign your name at the bottom for contracts. Let's do it. Do is in all cap locks. You know, just gotta make it clear for them that they can do this, and I love them. So contracts there, all other things were there. So I asked the students pre and post survey data, which is really cute when they're little 6th graders, and 7th graders and 8th graders. So, you know, how often did you attend? Why didn't you attend? Dad, time limit, you know, that's the response. That's what you're gonna get for little 6th graders. How prepared did you feel before? So some of them, because some of the 6th graders already took class with me, and I'm an activist, so I teach as an activist in class, so some of them already felt prepared by May, and then others still were like, well, I know about the activism lens, but I don't know about the creative response lens. So took some more data about that, and they were very, very, again, vulnerable and honest about how they felt. Again, for me, because I am an actual artist, like, do you perceive yourself as an artist? Or are you just doing this for fun or a hobby? So, like, did you before? And then I asked post as well how they felt. So, do you perceive yourself? Yes. So program helped me become more creative, because when other people do things like this, I want to do it. I didn't know I was keeping these creative ideas inside. I can stop talking right now. That right there to me is everything. We're all artists. We're all creating. We're all human beings, which means we're innately creative. And the whole notion of us discovering that is the reason why we're alive. So this right here, from a little 6th grader, everything to me. So after, do you still continue to journal? So they bombard my email with, and you can see with some of the handouts, you know, there's poems, there's Black Lives Matter, there's quotes that they research online. So a lot of them still continue to email me all throughout the year. One just emailed me before the presentation. So they're constantly continuing to journal. Some don't, clearly, because, you know, they're busy, they're kids, but for the most part, a lot of them have continued to journal their responses because they're absorbing all of this. How likely are you to participate next year? And you're like, yay. So this was a Nas quote. I absolutely love Nas. A lot of you know this quote already. Then we talked about power. What does power look like, sound like, and feel like? Because racism is prejudice plus power. But again, it wasn't just racism. It was all different types of phenomena in American society, but most of it still has to do with power. Domestic violence is still power, unfortunately. So we talked about that. We analyzed political cartoons. You know, what do you see, what do you fear, what do you want, what do you wonder? They have money for wars but can't feed the poor. So again, just 6th grade, 7th grade, let's go. This is your life more than it's mine. I'm gonna go. You still have to live. So what world are you inheriting? What are you gonna do about it? Hopefully, David, maybe, because I saw when you did the queuing up of the big, breaking news. Okay. So this is just, I got them to do an interview. They were like, I was like, just come, just talk for a little while. They did 45 minutes. And they're like sitting on top of themselves, because I was like, you have to cheat on camera, you have to cheat. So they didn't argue, they just loved to talk. They just loved talking and being little experts. So let's hear live and direct. I don't know how loud this is going to get. Time's up, or like 2 more seconds? All right, well, she's explaining this. There's more. I am going to send out the video, and we're gonna get to watching our video, because I don't wanna